the host of Aaron's Hour, Aaron Phillips.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to another live edition of Aaron's Hour, coming to you from Virginia Beach here at Town Center, overlooking the Town Center fountain. That's right. That's right. Thank you for joining me today and making me part of your Saturday. Listen, today's episode, even though my guest is eating a bagel here at the counter, we are going to talk about healthy nutrition. I just let the cat out of the bag.
You did.
Brad Breckenridge, he is the regional manager, director, head honcho of business development for a company called Ivy Nutrition here in Virginia Beach in the Suffolk area. But Ivy Nutrition is a national franchise.
It is.
So as we share some wealth and information, just know that wherever you are watching, if you've got an Ivy Nutrition nearby, hey, take what you learned today, walk in and say, hey, that guy Brad out there in Virginia Beach said I need to come in here and get healthy. So whether you're here in Virginia Beach, right, or Suffolk, you said you got a new one up there?
We got a location in Suffolk right there on Bridgeport Way, like right off of Bridge Road, right by the Harborview area.
All right.
Yep.
And if you notice his voice, he is also a veteran of being behind a microphone in years past. So
long time ago.
That's all right. And we're going to make it happen real soon that he's going to be back on the airwaves. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about nutrition and whatever else we feel like doing. You know how Aaron's Hour rolls. Yeah. Whatever happens around here. Thank you for watching, whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube. We appreciate you making part of Saturday with us here today. Of course, tomorrow on Sunday, WWDBTV.TV, 1 p.m. Watch the replay of Aaron's Hour shows, and a little programming note at 12:30 p.m. local time. That's 90 minutes from now. If you haven't had enough of me over the next hour, take a 30-minute break. You can take a rest. It's okay. Because 12:30, Cox Cable Channel 4, Sky 4, my friends up there in Hampton Roads, I have a show called The Voice of 757. Don't ask me how, but somebody felt me in front of the camera a little more on traditional TV was worth it. I don't know. But my guest is somebody you actually saw here not too long ago, Nikki Lozano, author of Grit and Grind, a veteran story of how she got healthy after surviving the bombing on the ship back in 2006. Oof. Great story, great individual, great opportunity to pick up her book. She will be my guest on The Voice of 757. If you missed the episode, don't worry about it. Monday or Tuesday of next week, just go to the Facebook page called The Voice of 757, and the episode will be up there for you to watch, as well as all the previous. How many episodes are written up there in that board over yonder? I don't know, some 20 episodes already. I started January 17th on TV. Never thought it would happen. And now I've got about 6 months worth of TV episodes. And thank you to Sky 4, Amanda, and Kathy, and everybody up there. But enough about all of that. How are you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm doing fabulously. The sun is shining, and I'm on the top side of the dirt today. So it's a great
Were you
great
under the
day.
dirt yesterday?
I was not, but grateful that I'm not today.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Love it. Absolutely. So, by the way, I want to give a shout out to the gentleman who actually introduced you and I.
That's right.
Happens to be someone who kicks my butt every once in a while at CrossFit. JC Collins is out there. He sent an email.
JC.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, JC. And he sent an email introducing you and I that we should chat. And lo and behold, here we are sharing microphones and a couple of bagels together.
Yep.
So thank you, JC. I appreciate the introduction. And we're going to do some good stuff together along the line. But listen, you know how we roll around here. We got some interesting news and facts, not only from this area stuff happening, but I got some interesting stories from Las Vegas. So, John, it is time for Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
With a nod to the past and an eye to the future, here is Aaron Phillips with Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
All righty. I got some I got a couple of stories from the West Coast. So I'm going to get started with one, a little bit of the tug on the heartstrings. If you all remember the 1 October incident back, I don't know, it must be 5 years by now, John. Is it 5 years already, John, that the 1 October incident took place with the Country Fest music thing down there by the hotel?
Yes.
5 years?
Yep, 5 years.
Yep. Well, so far, the Vegas Strong Fund, John, if you didn't hear about this, which you probably have, they've raised $27 million so far, and they're about $7 million shy of completing all the necessary funding for the 1 October Memorial, which is supposed to be up near Reno Avenue and Giles Street down, I guess that's behind Mandalay Bay and that area on the street side, right?
Right. We've had them on the show, on our show a couple of times. It is going to be a phenomenal experience. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be one of those things that you have to see when you go to Vegas. So
yeah, you can look at the article I shared on my Facebook page. The rendering is of what they call 58 glass candles that make a pyramid kind of thing, obviously.
Yep.
Representing each of the 58 lives that were lost. And unfortunately, the article that I'm referencing mentions that there have been other deaths that were related to the incident since 1 October, but it was 58 lives lost that day during the actual shooting. And you know, we say this all the time. The Vegas Golden Knights, their first year on ice in Vegas was that October. And
wow.
You talk about a team that really ingratiated themselves to the city and really helping to bring Las Vegas together again. They retired the number 58. No one will ever wear the number 58 as a knight. It's hanging from the rafters. I remember their opening night was a couple of days after the shooting, and they had reps from your first responders and family members and everything. And it was just a terrible tragedy, of course.
Of course.
But the way the city came together, one of the best things I ever did on radio, I did a 2-part series on the 1-year anniversary of the incident. I had a panel of people talk about their experience right up to the shooting. And then in the second hour of the show, I had them all talk about once the bullets started flying, what was going on. And it was fascinating. And I did that on K-Shop back there on 1400 KSHP. But anyway, I digress. Let's talk about this. The memorial remains on track to break ground later this year and open ahead of the 10th remembrance. It's 10 years already. 2027 will be 10 years. Holy cow. Everybody from, there's a pledge from Live Nation Entertainment, which of course was the host of the event at that time for the concert, the Convention and Visitors Authority there in Las Vegas, MGM Resorts, the Vegas Golden Knights Foundation, individual donations, the whole thing. So if you want more information, you can even buy a brick. You can make a donation, purchase a commemorative paver. You can go to foreveronememorial.org. Again, that's foreveronememorial.org. This is something that whether you were in Vegas like I was living at the time, or you had somebody there, or you're just a follower of what goes on in Vegas, I hate to say it, but this is one of those events where you can almost say, I remember where I was when this took place. Do you remember this incident?
I do. I very much remember that incident. I was here, obviously. I wasn't a part of that, and I don't know anyone involved with that. We had our own shooting here.
Right. I do. Yeah. I saw the.
But I will say, I don't know what we got to do to figure it out. Maybe we all need to get healthier or something. I don't know, but we've got to figure this out because our mental health is a problem.
Well, you can get some IV nutrition to fix that.
Yeah, we can help you with that.
We can help you with that. We got a cure.
We have a stress stopper for that.
There you go. Hey, do you gamble at all? Do you go to the casino? Do you go to Rivers every once in a while?
I've been to Rivers one time, and that was to get a Starbucks for my wife and surprise her. So I've not actually been there to gamble.
Gotcha.
Atlantic City ages ago, but
have you been to Vegas before?
I've never been to Vegas.
Right.
Never been. I got to get there, man.
Got to get there. Yeah, at least once.
At least one time.
But know this secret. Don't think you're going to get everything done in your first visit, whether you're there for a week, a weekend, where there's so much to do.
Okay.
Go in with a purpose based on how long you're going to be there. Be happy you accomplished whatever it is on your list that first time, because you'll need to go back if there's other things you want to do.
All right.
Pai Gow is obviously a very popular game that people like to play in the casino. I don't understand it, but people do. Apparently they're in Las Vegas, in Clark County, in the month of April. Pai Gow has become such a popular game that the casinos took in more than $7 million in the month of April just on Pai Gow. Why do I bring this up? Well, because recently at Sunset Station down on the east side of town, a 7-card straight in Pai Gow poker paid a Las Vegas local, which is rare. Usually a lot of people from out of town win big jackpots.
Sure.
This person won a jackpot of $375,000 last Monday. It's a huge pay, and she only bet $2. Now, what I love about stories like this, and John and I talk about this every time.
Yeah.
So this person bet $2, won $375,000. Now she did she was identified as Valerie B.
Okay.
Sweetened the deal by an extra $10,000 with a $10 side bet. So in essence, she placed $12 to win $375,000, right? How many $12 bets has she placed over the course of a lifetime?
That's where I was going to go.
That's exactly
Maybe she spent $375,000.
She could have just broken even on this. Right. I love that. The nickel slots. I won $20 million. Yeah. How many nickels over the years have you dumped in? But anyway, listen, congratulations. Because now the IRS knows you owe them what, 28%?
They're looking for it, man. They're
probably walked out with $3.68 by the time all was said and done. All right, so here's a story about a lady winning a jackpot, but we always say karma is a snitch. So here's a lady. So a New Jersey woman hit a jackpot at a Pennsylvania casino, but she will almost certainly not get to keep her winnings. Why? Because she was banned for life from casinos.
Oh, no.
69-year-old from Asbury, whose name was not disclosed by authorities, won a jackpot on a slot machine at Hollywood Casino in Grantville in Pennsylvania last Sunday. However, casino's surveillance staff called the cops about 3:30 p.m. last Sunday after the gambler was identified as being self-excluded for life. What does self-excluded mean? Well, a person can request to be excluded from casinos for either 1 year, 5 years, or a lifetime ban, according to the Council on Compulsive Gambling of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Self-exclusion can be a way of people struggling with a gambling problem to help themselves. Okay. Police confirmed that the Asbury woman entered a lifetime exclusion in 2019. Casinos must refuse wagers and deny gaming privileges to any self-excluded person, according to the Council on Compulsive Gambling, right? It's very unlikely that the Asbury woman will be able to keep the jackpot because people who ban themselves from casinos are not allowed to collect winnings or recover losses, according to the Council on Compulsive Gambling. So it's kind of like one of those half full, half empty. Good for her if she created the exclusive because she had an issue.
True.
Karma came back to bite you, though, and you notice the article doesn't say how much.
I would be so sick.
I would be begging somebody else in my name or in their own name to collect it for me.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, so that's kind of like one of those karma comes back to. Yes, John.
I want to answer your question about the woman that won the $375,000.
Yes.
Oh, you have an answer.
For a $12 bet?
Yes.
Okay. She would have had to have bet 31,125 times to
get
equal $375,000.
All right, so let me see. Wait, so did it say how old this lady, Las Vegas woman? No, it doesn't say how old she was. I don't know how old a woman she was.
I don't care how old she is.
No.
Give me her number.
Just kidding. Yeah. She is a Vegas local, so there's a good chance, right?
Yeah.
31,000 times. Well, I guess it's possible, right? I mean, if you figure 20 years worth of gambling, maybe, or even 10 years worth of gambling, that's what, 3,100 times a year.
How many times can you play that game in one day? Like it could be a lot.
Yeah, you could sit at a table for hours, right?
Now my personal experience in Atlantic City was that they were feeding us oxygen so that we could stay awake.
And they would give you
free
drinks,
and the whole thing.
That's
so
right.
I mean, it could have been 24-hour.
That's right. Certainly could have been. Let's see, if you figure, let's say 10 years worth of gambling on 31,000, that's 3,100 bets a year. Divide that by 12. What's that? What's 12 into
31? You're like less than 3,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what? 100 bets a day, 30 days?
That's doable.
That's right. So
that's doable.
So it's possible.
I think she really did spend that much money.
I think she broke even. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. She may have had to write out a check.
She might have spent more. Yeah.
That's right. All right, we're here. Let's come to Virginia Beach. Hey, have you ever been to the aquarium?
Oh, of course, yeah.
All right.
Grew up on the aquarium.
Did you really?
Here, yeah.
All right. Well, Karen Burns, I interviewed her not too long ago on my TV show. She works there. The reason I bring her up is to make this connection. Happy 40th birthday to the Virginia Aquarium and Marine Center. June 14th. That's right. The same day I pulled up into my driveway 2 years ago, June 14th. Yeah. Celebrating the 40th anniversary, their 40th birthday. So this year they're looking back on 4 decades of educating the public through expanding exhibits and galleries, educational programs, and conservation efforts to protect marine species and their natural habitats. Hey, if you want more information, go to virginiaaquarium.com/blog/40th or just go to the aquarium website and all the stuff is there. So happy birthday to the Virginia Aquarium.
Just real quick.
Yes.
That's also my son's birthday. So
happy birthday.
You will be celebrating my son's birthday by going to the aquarium there. His name's Ronan. So
how old is your son? How old is your son will be?
He will be 22 on the 14th.
22. Take him to the aquarium.
I'm pretty, but I'm old. Yeah.
Does he live in town?
Yeah.
We'll take him to the aquarium for his birthday.
That's a good idea.
There you go.
That's
Get
a
him
good
party
idea. I mean,
hats.
he's 22, though. I don't know.
That's all right.
They have
Listen,
different tastes at that age.
Sharks will bite anybody based on age.
That's a
So,
fact.
sea life is sea life.
That's
So
a
why
fact.
not? All right. Hey, the Nauticus. By the way, the Nauticus is a great place to go down to during the holiday season. I love going down there when it's lit up and everything. But of course, with America celebrating 250, Sail 250 is coming right through Norfolk with all those big, tall ships and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So June 19th through the 23rd, man, that's like in 2 weeks. Go downtown to the waterfront. You'll see all the tall ships. You'll see all the sailing experiences, hand-on activities, all that good stuff. Go to the Nauticus, nauticus.org for all the information to celebrate Sail 250 right there. It's a beautiful exhibit. They're right there on the, was it Elizabethtown River? Is that what's back there?
Yeah.
Not bad for a guy who's here 2 years finally learning the river names. So check that out, all right? Okay, that's that one. What else we got here? Your son's 22 years old, so going to be 22. You probably wouldn't be interested in the new spray ground little toy spray water little park that's for little kids.
Probably not.
Probably.
But, it depends on what day you catch them on. So
That's be plenty of adults running around in there too.
Yeah.
So the new spray ground at Level Green Park officially opened at the end of last month. Here's how it works. Listen, from Memorial Day through Labor Day, the park will be open from 9 a.m. till sunset when the air temperature is 75 degrees or higher. Of course, to me, the water temperature would have to be 85 degrees or higher, personally. It's open for all ages except for pets, and children 8 and under must be accompanied by a responsible adult. I love that they put that in there.
Yeah.
No food or other beverages or glass on the spray ground. The spray ground may close due to weather, including thunder and lightning, and will close if a bathroom accident actually occurs in the water. So good on them to make all this public.
Good.
If you don't know where it is, Level Green Park is located at 1520 Level Green Boulevard. All right.
Our old neighborhood is where I grew up.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So you know that park very well. Last but not least, concerts are coming to Virginia State Parks this summer. So from June through September, James River State Park will host, that's a French word. How would you pronounce that?
Bateau?
Bateau and I'll listen, he's from this area, so I'll go with him. Bateau and Banjos Festival, 9 a.m. June 20th night through 8 p.m. June 22nd. It's a weekend event coming up. It's a free event. We'll feature live music on Saturday, and historical interpreters throughout the weekend will showcase what life was like back in the day. Right. Belle Isle State Park is hosting a series of concerts through their Music by the River event starting on June 13th through August 15th. Pocahontas State Park will have its annual Pocahontas Premieres music series running through October, so you can check that out. Westmoreland State Park, Caledon State Park, and Hungry Mother State Park all have events going on, so check all that out. $5 parking fee is required for all state parks. For more information, you can go to www.dcr.virginia.gov/state-parks/music. Just go to dvr.virginia.gov. Department, what did it say? Department of Community and Recreation, I believe, is what DCR stands for.
Okay. We're going to take your word for it.
Good, because just go to my Facebook page. The stories are all there. All right, with that, we're going to step aside for our first break so we can get down, get busy, get healthy with Brad, ID Nutrition, and everything you'd ever wanted to know right after this.
Stephanie Corcoran, branch manager of the Freedom Lending Team, is a dedicated VA home loan specialist that runs a team with one mission, serving those who have served our country. As a proud military family member, she understands the sacrifices that come with service. That's why Stephanie and her team are committed to making the VA loan process simple, clear, and tailored specifically for veterans and active duty families. Whether you're buying your first home or using your VA benefits again, you deserve a team that knows the ins and outs and puts your needs first. To chat with Stephanie, call 209-777-5160. At Freedom Lending Team, we don't just do VA loans, we specialize in them. Let us help you take the next step by bringing veterans home.
I'm Aaron Phillips. Join me Saturdays at 12:30 as I host The Voice of 757. I'll share news, events, happenings, and the people that shape the 757. That's The Voice of 757, Saturday afternoon at 12:30 right here on Sky 4.
Men, are you disappointing your partner in the bedroom? Let's cut to the chase. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? 50% of men between the ages of 40 to 70 experience some form of ED. If you are experiencing ED, there is help without pills or needles to even worry about. Coastal 757 Aesthetics has new technology for men called Apex RF. Apex RF is a modern, non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency to strengthen tissue from the inside out, resulting in better blood flow to the penis and a happier life partner. Call Coastal 757 Aesthetics at 757-481-4036 for a free consultation. That's 757-481-4036. Coastal 757 Aesthetics. Care for all phases of life.
Hi, welcome back. We're just taking care of some technical things right now. Have them go to this page.
Okay.
Because
Aaron Phillips, the voice.
Yeah, that's where
All
the
right.
feed is running right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Just
so
got to get my people on here.
I know. Actually, I'm going to do. You guys just keep talking amongst yourselves over there. So I'm gonna tag you in the feed that's on the bottom of the Facebook page here, and then that should make it easier for you to reshare. Anyway, at least I hope I can. Let's see.
We shall see.
Anyway, but yeah, that's the page that you need. Where are you? How come you're not showing up on my list? All right, we'll get it figured out. Yeah, exactly. All right.
So the other day I was on my way to the park when those things
Do me a favor. All right, we'll get to that during the break. But anyway,
we'll have to send them the recording.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll get it figured. Anyway, welcome back. So Brad. So Brad is what 10 years in the medical wellness and all that good
that good stuff.
Yes, and then you had this realization working with your clientele.
Yeah,
that there's more to curing than just hey, you'll feel better in the morning. Talk about that transition as to how you kind of transition away from that end of healthcare.
Sure,
being hands-on in the hospice environment, so to speak.
Sure,
to doing what you do now. Let's share that.
Well, I got to tell you, when I got into hospice, I didn't know what I was in for. A lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, hospice! That's it's emotional and everything," and it was. There's no question about it. Very challenging in the sense that when you're talking to families who are going through their last days with their loved one, it's heart-wrenching, but to be the person and to have the team to hold the hand of that family and help them get through that situation, that is the most beautiful thing.
I was gonna say there's a little bit of reward.
There's tremendous reward. There was a time a couple years ago. In fact, I guess it's been like 3 years now. My daughter was about 9 years old, my youngest. We were in Costco, and this guy just totally shocked me at Costco. And I'm like, whoa, where'd this guy come from? It was the son of someone that we had helped out a year prior with his father.
Okay.
He made me look like a superhero in front of my wife and kid, we get lots of thank yous and so forth. The transition part, and I got to say, hospice was up to this point the most fulfilling job I had ever had. Being a part of that was just beautiful. It was amazing. But I did have a problem with what I was seeing in terms of a lot of people were suffering with chronic illness for 10, 20, even longer years prior to them actually even going on to hospice.
Gotcha.
And Ivy Nutrition out of the blue reached out to me, found me on LinkedIn, a little plug in for LinkedIn, I guess. They don't pay me, right? Yeah,
exactly.
They need to get
paid.
Your
bill.
But anyway, they reached out to me and said, "Hey, check this out." And I was hooked because this was an opportunity to work from the opposite end of the spectrum, to help educate as many people as possible about nutrition, about great ways of getting more nutrition in your body, because your body's designed to heal itself. Okay. And what can we do to help give your body the ingredients it needs, just as a bad analogy, your car needs oil, your car needs gas. If you don't give it those things, it's going to struggle. If you don't change that oil every 3,000, 5,000 miles, it's a problem.
That's right.
And so with IV Nutrition, what we get to do is we get to educate people and help people get to a point where maybe we can shorten that time where they're dealing with anything chronic.
Okay.
Because their body is doing what it is designed to do, and that is to heal itself.
So the IV Nutrition is designed to wake up the body a little bit?
That's actually a very good way of putting. I'm going to use that in the future. That's a great way to put that. Yeah.
To wake up the body to remind itself, saying, all right, you can do this. So, but I want you to give the disclaimer.
Yes, absolutely.
That IV Nutrition is not a cure-all.
It absolutely is
anything.
Not. Yeah, before
you may feel better and you may think you're cured, but
excuse me. Yeah. I'm sorry,
Mike. No, you're good. That's all right. Sip your water. It's all right.
Yeah, let me do that real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is one thing we did talk about. Yes. That this is a methodology, hopefully, to get people to feel better longer.
Yes.
And maybe reduce some of the pains and aches and things.
Yeah, inflammation's a big one.
And that's one that we were talking about previously. But it's not a cure for cancer here.
No, absolutely. So realistically, here's the thing: we are not a replacement for your doctor. We are supplemental.
Even if you read it online.
No, even online. Like I'm telling you, we are not a replacement for your physician. Right. What we do is. One of the things that we do is so supplementary to what your physician is doing for you oftentimes, because, if you're given a pharmaceutical, medication, it may or may not work as well depending on what your mitochondria are doing in your body, what your metabolism is doing in your body, how much nutrition do you have?
Plus, if you're malnourished, other medications you're taking.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. So what we do is we allow your body to be able to do what it's supposed to do, to receive those things that your doctor is prescribing for you, hopefully in a better way. Again, I got to stress, hopefully. We have a lot of anecdotal stories about amazing things. I can tell you amazing stories, but I can't tell you these stories that I know are going to happen specifically for you.
Results may vary.
That's a great way to put it too. Results may vary, but here's the big thing. Our job at IV Nutrition is to make sure that you feel better when you leave one of our clinics than you did when you walked in. That's the bottom line. So it's going to include some of the accoutrements that come with being a med spa. Obviously, we have the massage chair. We have great service, amazing people who will pamper you, treat you like a queen or a king. And we do mobile service as well. We'll go to your home and do the same thing, like a Hall of Famer, or maybe like Batman. Yeah, I came in here and it looks like the Batcave, but there's a lot of light.
One of these days, I'm going to rotate the camera.
You got to do it. You got to do it. This man loves Batman. But
as if they didn't know.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. But the bottom line is there's so many ways to accomplish, feeling great and giving your body what it needs to help it feel better and give it antioxidants.
So you mentioned to feel better when leaving versus when you came in. So
exactly.
That leads me to ask a two-part question.
Sure.
How soon after getting an IV treatment will I feel better? And on the backside of it, how long will that injection help me feel better over days? You give me both.
Absolutely. So those are probably the two biggest questions that I get.
I'm sure
I get it constantly. So results may vary. It's going to depend a lot on your metabolism. It's going to depend on how acute the situation is that you're dealing with. So for example, actually this morning I was at our Virginia Beach clinic right up the road. It's walking distance from this.
The one that I just found the big sign to the other day, right down the block from here.
So this is one of the most popular. If I say I'm with IV Nutrition, the first thing, oh, you guys help with hangovers. Yes, we do that. So we had somebody who came in this morning. He had a terrible hangover. His employee called and said, "Hey, me and my boss, we got a little bit trashed last night. We need some help." So he came in. We gave him some fluids with some electrolytes, some great nutrients, and he left this morning feeling like a whole different person. So that is one of the applications. Another thing, if you got the sniffles, if you're not feeling well, we can help with giving you the nutrients that your body needs to heal quicker.
Gotcha.
And so I have some people who come in for an immunity drip, for example, and they feel great, like right as soon as they get off the chair or before they even, left the massage chair. And then we have some that like the next day or two, they can say, oh my God, like I feel, because it's giving your body, it's just like when you take, emergency or one of those, right?
Sure.
But the difference is you're getting 100% into your bloodstream rather than 10, 15, 20.
Right, this is directly being injected into the stream
Into
that's
your
going to
blood.
get it around the body.
Absolutely.
Now, fear of needles. People got to come in probably feeling squeezy.
I absolutely.
How
Yeah.
certified are the individuals who provide the IVs? 'Cause you got to be a tech. I would
Absolutely. Every person that I'm like literally the only. By the way, I am not clinical. So so I say that because I'm learning, and so when I start my podcast, it's going to be about the same thing that I'm giving you here. I'm learning. I'm sharing some of the things that I'm learning. Everything that I'm talking about, you need to come into the clinic, talk to one of our professional clinicians. We're talking about nurses, paramedics, and so forth. These are all certified people, and we work under the supervision of a medical director, a physician. And we do good faith exams. We make sure that you're in the right place. One of the things that makes us safer than, I love my competitors, so I'm not, but we're a little safer than our other competitors. There's a couple of reasons why. One of them is that we actually do a UA. We analyze your urine before you can take a drip, before you even take your first injection, if we do an injection for you.
Okay.
And the reason for that is we want to make sure that your kidney and liver function are where they're supposed to be before we start loading you up with fluids or anything, really. And we look for a few other markers too.
You don't want fluid retention if you're getting injections. That's a
You
whole
definitely
nother
don't. You definitely don't. But then we have some chronic illnesses. Again, I gotta stress this is anecdotal. But we have people who come in with we have cancer patients that come in. And those cancer patients are usually looking for something like a high dose vitamin C, among other things. We do not do that. We don't administer that without the express consent of our physician and their oncologist. So like don't go to just anybody. Like don't like if you see something online and they're like, oh yeah, we'll roll over to your house, and it's like a nurse working out of a garage. Just be careful, man.
Yeah,
like,
really.
Be careful.
No backyard injections. Now, because you mentioned doctors without approval from doctors, some cases, do you take insurances for payments?
Unfortunately, we do not
So
take
it's all out
insurance.
of pocket.
So I want you to think about this.
Right.
What we're doing is we're giving you your body what it already has most of the time. Some
Right.
of the things are from outside of what your body, but most of it is like your body has vitamin D because you're getting it from the sun, right? You don't produce it yourself, but you get it from the sun, right? So pharmaceutical companies cannot trademark vitamin D. It's a naturally occurring thing, right? So insurance does not cover the vitamin D you get over the counter. So they're not going to cover the vitamin D that we get. However, your HSA and your FSA does pay for that.
There you go. That's your flexible spending accounts for those of you who have money deducted out of your pay pre-tax that you can then submit your receipt for and get that reimbursed. I want to go back, in Vegas, they have the Stratosphere Hotel.
Yeah.
And at the top of the hotel, you can take a bungee jump.
Okay, but I'm not doing that. But
No, I know that. But there's a reason I bring this up.
Go ahead.
There had to be the first person to test the bungee cord.
This is true.
Right? So the person went splat. They yelled up, you got to raise it 25 feet. Keep testing it till they get it right.
Yeah.
Why do I bring this up? Because how did IV therapy get started before somebody realized that getting injections, somebody had to have been the first to get some sort of injection. Yeah. How did this whole theory of IV therapy start in the first place?
Well, the truth is IV therapy goes way, way back into like the 16th century. Okay, so this is not.
Recent.
This is
John was there covering it back then.
Okay, John, awesome, man. You got to tell us all the stories, man, from back then.
He was chiseling it into the stone.
It goes way, way, way back. But as we know it, as we understand it today, it all started with Dr. John Myers towards the middle of the 21st century, and he was treating his patients with IV therapy, and found it was extremely helpful for his patients. Just basically replenishing their vitamin intake, so that their bodies, again, can do exactly what they're designed to do. For us, we actually got our start about 9 years ago, 2017.
Okay.
And that was by Dr. Tara Zeller and Dr. Jason, and he's going to get mad at me if I mess his last name up, Fector. Okay. Hopefully I pronounced it right.
Vector?
Fector. Yeah.
Fector,
With an
F.
F. With Fecchter. So maybe one of your listeners can tell us how to pronounce that correctly, because I don't want to mess him up.
That's all right.
But he's a great dude. So Dr. Tara and Dr. Jason had it started it because Dr. Tara actually got severely ill.
Okay.
And she wasn't finding answers in traditional medicine.
Okay.
So again, anecdotal story. But she wasn't finding answers in traditional medicine. So she and Dr. Jason ended up treating her in her home with IV therapy.
Okay.
And if you saw her today, you would not actually realize that she had dealt with what she dealt. My understanding is it's her story to tell, so I don't want to get too deep into that.
Sure.
But
she'll be a guest on your future podcast.
She is actually. She has said that she would do my future podcast. So yes, we're going to get her on, and we'll allow her to tell her story, because I think it's amazing. So that's how it started for us, and then we are a local franchisee here in Virginia, and our goal is to expand, and we'll grow more, and we're going to be everywhere.
Well, the company as a whole, because as he mentioned, is a franchise. IV Nutrition is around the country.
Yeah.
So you can take what Brad is sharing with you, and if you're interested, wherever you're located across the country, take the knowledge that he's sharing. Now, what's the website for IV Nutrition?
IVNutrition.com. Very easy. IV Nutrition. Now you got to be able to spell nutrition. So
Nutrishit.
Okay, so don't go to Aaron in order to get the spelling correct.
IVNutrition.com. Now, if somebody wants to reach out to you direct, because I know you do public speaking about this, and you're going to join Kiwanis, you're going to talk in front of Kiwanis clubs. Paul Miller, our Lieutenant Governor, you got a speaker here.
Absolutely, I would love to do that.
How can people reach out?
Reach me on my email at b.breckenridge, BRECKENRIDGE at IVNutrition.com.
There you go. We'll put that up on the crawl during the break, so we'll have that come up. John must have gotten a question that he's put in the chat. Why IV therapy over taking vitamins or minerals orally?
That is a great question. I get that question a lot too. Sure. So if you're taking something orally, think first about what's in it, right? So if you're getting something, especially from I'm just gonna say from a store. I'm not gonna say which stores, because I don't want to admonish anybody.
Right. We don't want to.
But you're going to the store, you get an oral supplement, right? It's in a pill form. There's all kinds of extra stuff in a pill. So let's start there.
Okay.
The second part is when you're taking something orally, it's going through your gastrointestinal system before it actually gets into your bloodstream to give you the benefits that it's designed for. So, for example, if you take 50,000 IUs of vitamin D, which is usually what you'll find often in a pill, you're getting maybe 10, and if you're really lucky, 20,000 of those IUs.
So less than half.
Less than half.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's, again, double check me. But I'm telling you what the things that I've been learning since I started with IV Nutrition. So with IV, I want you to think, just think basic physics here. With IV, we're putting it directly into your vein. So it's going straight into your bloodstream. You are getting 100% of those 50,000 IUs. Now, for vitamin D, it's fat soluble, so we're doing an injection. But either way, you're getting 100% of it into your bloodstream.
So you're getting the pure dosage of the medication.
Exactly.
Even just talking about it, my vein is popping up saying, get over
give
here.
Me more, give me some. Yeah.
All right, we're going to stop right there and step aside for a second final break of the show. Gives us about 20 minutes to keep talking about some of this good stuff. It's a whole new world of supplemental body care, if you will.
Absolutely.
You're watching Aaron's Hour. I got Brad here with me. IV Nutrition at its best. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after this.
It's not just you're here for 2 years and you're gone. It's you have a community, you have a network.
It doesn't matter where you came from or what you've done in the past. Everybody has the same opportunity here.
The financial resources, the community aspect of it, really important for your first 2 years of college. And you get that at TCC.
You know, we take family real serious here at TCC. We're a community, hence Topwater Community College.
Men, are you disappointing your partner in the bedroom? Let's cut to the chase. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? 50% of men between the ages of 40 to 70 experience some form of ED. If you are experiencing ED, there is help without pills or needles to even worry about. Coastal 757 Aesthetics has new technology for men called Apex RF. Apex RF is a modern, non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency to strengthen tissue from the inside out, resulting in better blood flow to the penis and a happier life partner. Call Coastal 757 Aesthetics at 757-481-4036 for a free consultation. That's 757-481-4036. Coastal 757 Aesthetics. Care for all phases of life.
I'm Aaron Phillips. Join me Saturdays at 12:30 as I host The Voice of 757. I'll share news, events, happenings, and the people that shape the 757. That's The Voice of 757, Saturday afternoon at 12:30 right here on Sky 4.
Stephanie Corcoran, branch manager of the Freedom Lending Team, is a dedicated VA home loan specialist that runs a team with one mission, serving those who have served our country. As a proud military family member, she understands the sacrifices that come with service. That's why Stephanie and her team are committed to making the VA loan process simple, clear, and tailored specifically for veterans and active duty families. Whether you're buying your first home or using your VA benefits again, you deserve a team that knows the ins and outs and puts your needs first. To chat with Stephanie, call 209-777-5160. At Freedom Lending Team, we don't just do VA loans, we specialize in them. Let us help you take the next step by bringing veterans home.
All right, welcome back to Aaron's Hour, Coast to Coast with Aaron Phillips, which is a good thing that's my name. Otherwise, the title of the show really wouldn't make sense. Anyway, welcome back. We're talking with Brad Breckenridge. I got to get that down.
It's a mouthful, man. No doubt.
Holy cow.
So what you think about is the Breckenridge Resort, the ski resort in Colorado. There you go.
What if you're not a skier?
I'm not a skier, and I know it. So you should know it.
Jews don't ski. We don't know from skiing. Anyway, we pay other people to ski for us. Anyway, you're watching Aaron's Hour. Brad is with IV Nutrition. He's a regional director of business development. Basically, he's the guy that knows all the crap about IV Nutrition. But if you want to get healthy, get the supplements so that your body gets back on track to heal thyself. This is the man to talk to. But before we get back to talking business, it is now the time of the show where I warned him before we got on the air that I'm going to throw questions at him that mean absolutely nothing about nothing. But they're fun, they're silly, they're goofy, and an opportunity for you all to learn a little more about Brad than he perhaps thought he would share with everybody. So with that, are you ready, sir?
No, but let's do it anyway.
There you go. I like that attitude. Who is your favorite actor of all time? Actor, the men's side. Who's your favorite actor?
Man, okay, so I'm gonna. I hate to be cliche, but Denzel Washington.
Now
that's on the male side. On the female side,
that's my next question. Who's your favorite actress?
Shirley MacLaine.
Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Shirley MacLaine piece?
So there's oh gosh, I can't even think of the movie all of a sudden. With Deborah Winger. Deborah Winger's sick, and she's her mom.
Yeah.
But there's a scene in that, and this is part. Why am I in the medical field? I just love this scene. The scene where her daughter's like so ill,
right?
And she's supposed to be getting her medication at noon.
Okay.
And it is 12 and maybe 2 seconds.
And she's worried she's late.
And the nurses are sitting there, like, I don't know if they're like, messing with their nails or whatever. They're at the nurse station and they're not in there getting her daughter her medication. Oh my gosh. Shirley MacLaine goes nuts.
Thank you, John. Magnolias.
No,
Something
that's
Magnolia.
Not it. That's not Steel Magnolia.
Not Steel Magnolia.
It's killing me that I can't think of
it. All right,
right now.
we'll get
My
it.
wife is probably like,
John will keep searching.
Hopefully she's watching.
Deborah Winger. Search Deborah Winger and Shirley MacLaine.
And Shirley MacLaine, yeah. So anyway, she goes nuts, and all I can think about is my mom and every mom out there, like it's literally seconds after noon, and she is like, "What the heck are you doing?" And she uses some other language.
That's right. It's a PG rated show.
So I just from that scene. I love her.
Gotcha.
Love her.
Favorite genre of music?
I'm a hip hop head, but I love jazz. I was at the Marcus King concert last night at the Dome, which is more like I don't know.
I think the employee he was referring to earlier was probably him because he was out late last night at this concert.
Yeah,
get in here.
I was late. No, hip hop all the way, man. I love hip hop, R&B, all that stuff.
So picture yourself now. You're driving around town.
Yeah.
You come to a red light.
Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite song comes on the radio.
Uh-huh.
You're doing karaoke to it. You don't care what you look like in the car. People are looking at you, wondering if you're okay. What is your favorite song that it comes on that you're singing to in the car?
Oh, God, that is hard, man.
I tell you, listen, you think the questions about your business are hard?
No, this is the tough part. So there are so many. I'm going to go actually outside of, I'm going to go into jazz. And I used to host a jazz radio show.
Does that surprise you with that voice?
I'm going to go with Maceo Parker, Children's World.
Okay.
Maceo Parker was a horn player for James Brown.
Oh,
and that song.
That's classic.
So when you think of this is a man's world, but think about the horns in the background of that. That's Maceo Parker. And Children's World kind of is in that vein, but it's all instrumental. It is absolutely beautiful.
All right.
Yeah.
So if money were no object, presuming you don't already have it parked in your driveway, what is your favorite all-time car that you want to own someday?
Probably a Porsche.
Any color?
I'm not big on color. I don't care what color it is. I'm
Everybody says
colorblind.
red.
I love everybody.
Red.
But
that was not intended for that. Because usually everybody says red. I got to have a red car. Red is the most pulled over car when you're on the highway.
I don't do maybe green. Maybe green.
Money.
Yeah, like
Money.
Maybe bright green.
Yeah, so we just turned to the. I was going to say
you guys can't see that. Green.
We just turned to the wall. Actually, his logo's green too.
Yeah, but you can't tell that either.
It looks like it's like this flashy logo, like all kinds of stuff. All right.
Yeah.
One more question. What's your all-time favorite vacation that you'd like to take someday?
Ooh. Really, anywhere with clear blue water. I've never made a trip like that.
Really?
Yeah, I've never.
That was one thing. When I got married, my wife and I went to St. Lucia for our
I've
honeymoon.
heard that's amazing.
In January. The water was so blue. I've never seen blue water since then like that. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we were so far out on boats and everything. I don't know, 50 feet, 100 feet, whatever it was. And it was so crystal clear blue that we were able to see the bottom.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love St. Bart's. Somebody told me St. Bart's is the place to be.
Okay.
So we'll call it St. Bart's.
If you want to reach out to Brad, his email is currently running on the crawl right now. So if you're driving somewhere, I encourage you not to stop to write it down, but you can go back and visit the video.
Yeah.
As soon as we sign off, it'll be available on Facebook and on YouTube. You can catch his email at the bottom there. Email him. He does love to come speak publicly at your meetings, at your groups, whatever it is. He wants to share his knowledge with you all out there. So let's get back to it.
Sure.
You know, obviously stress being such an important, vital part of one's mental health nowadays. Can you share with us how an IV injection or what type of solutions in IVs there are to help reduce stress, what this does for the body, just from a stress standpoint? We've been talking about how the body needs to heal thyself and what this does.
Yeah.
But we're targeting something specific here. What does that do for the stress hormones in the body to help people relieve stress?
Well, the bottom line really is all about lining up your cells to do what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
We have a specific drip called the stress stopper.
Okay.
So that's helpful. Then we also have a balanced brain. So the key there is I got to know where your stress is coming from.
Okay.
And so whenever we have somebody who is interested in our services, the number one thing I say to them is get in here, get a free wellness consultation. Nobody's going to heavy pressure you into anything. We're just going to lay out, hey, these are some things that we can potentially help you with. So for something like stress, I got to know where it's coming from.
Gotcha.
We're going to talk about, they're going to ask you questions. And by the way, there's an intake form. The med comes before the spa. Never forget that.
There you go. That's a good point.
So med
Student
spa.
athlete.
Yeah.
Student.
There you go. That's backwards now. So
That's
that's the whole thing.
Especially with
But-
NIL. That's a whole nother show.
That's a whole
folks.
different show.
That's
But is your stress coming from a lack of sleep? Like, are you not getting enough sleep? And we have some things that could potentially help you with those types of things. Is your stress coming from the type of energy that you have to give at work?
Okay.
Is your stress coming from sitting in a chair all day at work?
Right.
Like there's so many avenues that this stress could be coming from.
Okay.
So we're never going to say, oh, you have stress, this is your answer.
Right.
What we're going to say is, let's talk about that stress. Let's figure out where it's coming from, and let's come up with a solution that actually works. And by the way, we do panels as well.
Okay.
So we can take a blood panel if you're interested in doing something like that. We can do a comprehensive blood panel that gives us almost everything that you can imagine.
No, we're talking IV nutrition.
Yes.
But you're speaking panels and everything. Can you also do like food nutrition and help people with their diet program? But you're not.
Right. So we do help with. So how do I put this?
Okay. Because you're not dietitians.
We're not dietitians, and we don't actually like inject you with any food per se.
Right.
The food that we inject you with is actual, just straight up nutrients. Right.
Sure.
So, but
if somebody wants to incorporate a better diet plan,
we do talk to you about what vitamins you can find from what foods.
Okay.
What's not necessarily helping you.
Okay.
We definitely recommend that you talk to your doctor when we have those conversations as well.
Okay.
But yeah, so I, for example, am as someone who is on a peptide called semaglutide. Many of you know it as Ozempic. I've lost
GLP-1 stuff.
That's one of the GLP-1s. I get that from our clinic, and I have lost some weight. Very happy about that. I have lost weight because in spite of my bad habits. I got to be honest with you. I have not been a good semaglutide patient. So again, though, the whole thing is really about getting that consultation so we know where you're coming from.
I'm keeping an eye on the time because
Sure.
now that we've talked about some, I want to say a lot, but
It's the tip of the iceberg.
Not even, I was going to say, not even on the top of a pinhead. But,
Yeah.
So let's talk about, I mean, we're talking about it as if someone can just walk in and get one shot and be done.
Right.
How do people get involved with IV nutrition in terms of monthly plans once?
Oh, absolutely.
One time.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how somebody becomes a member.
So this is phenomenal. I'm glad you asked me this
Yes.
question. So we have 6-week and 12-week protocols. I did a 6-week protocol specifically for my shoulder. I have a torn rotator cuff. I did not heal my shoulder. Let me start my story by telling you, like, my shoulder is still a torn rotator cuff. I'm very busy. I don't have time to do the recovery. I got a family. I got kids. I got work. As a regional director, I promise you.
My shoulder surgery for my torn rotator can put me on the shelf for 14 weeks.
Yeah, see, I can't.
I've worked with a sling 4 times in a school,
Yeah.
but no CrossFit, no nothing. And and it was my dominant shoulder. So and I'm
for
not
me
a
too.
lefty.
For me too.
Okay, so there is a lot of downtime. So I get it.
So I couldn't do that. So what I did was our inflammation and repair protocol, 6-week protocol, and after really about 4 to 5 weeks. So this is how far I could take this shoulder prior to doing that. Now I can do the whole thing. Like, I can do all of it. And that is because of a reduction of inflammation in part. Obviously, my vitamin intake is better from that plan. I was doing some NAD+. For those of you who don't know that one, that's a whole other question that maybe you'll ask me or we'll figure it out.
I was going to say, send Brad an email.
Yeah. Send me an email. We'll talk more about that. But I have like full mobility. I don't have near the pain that I had before. In fact, I rarely feel pain in this shoulder. I can tell it's there. Don't get me wrong. I can tell that it's not a cure-all because it's not a cure.
Right.
But what it did for me is tremendous. Like, I didn't have to stop. I'm going to just keep going. When I can find time to actually do this recovery, do an actual surgery, then I may actually go ahead and get the surgery. Right. And I got to stress, I am not telling anybody out there this. I'm telling you my story. Right. I am not telling you don't go get your surgery.
Correct.
If your doctor said go get your surgery, please go get it done.
I had to.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
But I'm glad you're touching on this because now I want to segue. And the only reason I'm cutting that short for a second is because again, I want to hit time.
Sure.
Let's talk about sports recovery.
Yes.
Because I do CrossFit.
Yes.
And there are days after working out, I can't walk. I feel like a 90-year-old guy. Talk about what this does for recovery from heavy activity.
So we have a number of things that can help with that. We have something called Peak Performance, which is phenomenal for that, and it's got lipids in there. It's got some of everything. But the Repair and Rebuild is also phenomenal for that as well. The same thing that reduced that inflammation in my shoulder will reduce the inflammation throughout your body as you're trying to recover from your workout. Also, those fluids are going to help you naturally, right? We recently served a couple of events, big 2 powerlifting events.
There's a lift-a-thon coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
We're not signed up for that, but we're going to sign up for it now.
There you go.
I didn't know about that. We're trying to. There are so
it.
many events that we're involved in a lot. So,
Speaking of which, we're also talking about. You guys have heard me talk about something called the WPBIT, the Women's Professional Basketball Invitational Tournament next April that I'm involved with. Well,
we're hoping.
Mr. Brad and I have started talking about the idea of getting IV nutrition involved in that as well. So,
Andrea, if you're listening, we're going to have a conversation about that. Yeah.
Call me Andrea. So we're looking at all these different avenues for sports recovery as well.
Yeah.
Now, birthday bash. There's a little note on here about a birthday bash. Yeah. What's that all about?
I'm so excited. So May was actually the 3rd birthday of our Suffolk location.
Okay.
We didn't see May as a great month for us to celebrate it, so we're going to be celebrating that on the weekend of June 20th. The big party is the day of June 20th, but you'll be experiencing some tremendous discounts.
Right. That's Father's Day weekend, too.
That's Father's Day weekend. So bring your dad in, hook him up. You know what I'm saying? Like literally and figuratively.
Hook, line, and sinker, folks.
Line and sinker. But no, bring him in, man. It's a great time. We have other vendors there.
Now, is that just in Suffolk?
That's just in our Suffolk location. Our Virginia Beach birthday is actually in October.
Okay.
And so we'll have one there for them. But don't forget, the weekend of June 20th, make sure you come see us over at our site. And if you can't make it, call us. We're going to have some great deals that you can actually even get over the phone.
Can you give an idea of what a membership package would be?
Thank you, because I didn't answer that part.
No, I know. That's my fault. I keep bouncing this around with a few minutes.
So memberships for us are very special. They're actually like buying yourself a gift card each month, because the money that you put into it doesn't just disappear. It's something you can actually use for services. Okay. So we have a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3.
Okay.
The tier 1 is $99, saves you 6% on anything that you do. You'll also get a classic Myers for free. You get 25 milligrams of NAD plus for free. And that one, the Myers you get one time just for signing up.
What is it? What is a Myers? What is
a Myers drip? We talked about Dr. John Myers early. It's the classic drip that gives you all those good vitamins. Sorry for hitting the mic. Gives you all those good vitamins.
John just went, ah!
It's a very basic drip, but it's good for you. And it's
a general drip.
It's a very general drip, right? General drip. Yes, sir. Yeah. We were on the same page there. But that one you get free compression or red light therapy with that service as well. Not everything we do involves a needle.
Right.
All the way up to a tier 3. So a tier 3 is $375 a month. Again, all $375 of that you spend on that you use in the clinic. You get a Mega Myers with that one for free just for signing up. You get 50 milligrams of NAD plus once a month. You also get
NAD plus.
So NAD plus, we're gonna go over your time. NAD plus is a nutrient that your body produces naturally, but we produce less and less over time as we age, as we get exposed to all these different environmental toxins, and we eat processed food. Don't do it. But NAD plus is one of the main ingredients that your mitochondria need to produce ATP. And ATP, for those of you who remember your biology classes, that's where your mitochondria provide that energy for your cells. So if you can imagine,
not where an Indian sleeps, by the way.
No, it absolutely is not.
Sorry.
So if you can imagine, let's say your body, and just for the sake of putting a number on it, let's say your body has 1,000 cells in it, and only 500 of them are active, doing what they're supposed to do, because they just don't have the energy.
Right.
We give you some NAD plus, maybe now you got 750 of those cells doing what they're supposed to do.
Gotcha.
So that's NAD plus. You also get 50 milligrams of glutathione, and that is our deep detox. And that I might be getting the measurement wrong on that, but you get our deep detox on the glutathione.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That glutathione is like the ultimate antioxidant. It's amazing. So you want to clean some stuff out of your body. We've had people coming in with precious metals. They're worried about metals being in their body. Glutathione can help with that as well. It's another thing that your body produces naturally. Okay. It is a peptide, by the way, that's a whole other show.
That's another show.
But glutathione will pull all those toxins out of your body, and it's amazing.
So there's a lot to learn and a lot of options. You got options from $99 on tier 1 to 3. What was it? On
$375.
$375. These are monthly amounts.
Those are monthly memberships. Yeah. And you don't have to get a membership, but I highly recommend it. It'll save you some
especially
money. 15% off, by the way, on everything when you do the $375. Sorry.
Okay, there you go. And maybe if they mention that they saw us here, maybe they get an extra.
Actually, this is just for you, Aaron. This is just for your fans here.
All right.
Anybody who comes in to IV Nutrition, either in Suffolk or in Virginia Beach, if you say, "Hey, I was referred by Aaron Phillips,"
or they saw the show, they referenced the show,
you can please reference the show. Okay. But make sure Aaron Phillips' name comes out of your mouth, right? Because I'm going to put Aaron in the system, and you're going to get a $50 credit towards whatever drip you get.
There you go.
On top of that, you're going to help good old Aaron out. Because every time each one of you does that, Aaron gets a $50 credit too. Woo-hoo! What? So Aaron's going to be getting some free services up here, because I know all 18,000 of you or 80,000 of you, whoever's on this,
come on down.
You're going to come in and get some services.
Now, what if John in Las Vegas mentions my name out there?
Well, I have to look up and see if we have a location there, because I'm not quite sure. I think we do.
Okay.
I think we do. But you know what? I think John out in Las Vegas, what you need to do is you need to come on out here to Virginia Beach.
I'm trying to get him out here.
Because we got a beautiful beach. Visit Aaron. Get the VIP treatment at our Virginia Beach store, and we're just gonna love on you, my man.
I was in until you said visit Aaron.
Oh man, come on now.
On that note, all right. Thanks, John. All right, listen, ivnutrition.com. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
Brad, his email is running right at the bottom of the screen. B.Breckenridge, Brecken, and the word Ridge at ivnutrition.com. If you forget all of that, just email me, Aaron at thevoiceof757.com. I will put you in touch with him. I will even make it a point that I'll meet you down at the plant. Literally, it's a block from where we're sitting right now that I know where the hell it is.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story. All right, 2 quick questions, and then we're going to say goodbye on my question goofy shit list. Favorite all-time superhero, Batman or Superman?
Neither.
No, you don't have a favorite superhero?
Neither one of them.
Oh, so
Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I grew up on Spider-Man. I was climbing the walls as a kid. I love Spider-Man.
Only because I like you. I like to have Spider-Man in my Batcave.
Yeah.
All right, last but the only serious question I ask of that series is the following. When the day comes, and it's going to be many, many years from now, that you're standing at the pearly gates and the maitre d' is there to welcome you in, what do you want to hear them say to you as you come in?
Oh, man.
That is the toughest one I asked.
That is oh God! Why you had to hit me
with purpose?
You hit me with like an existential question here. You know, I don't want them to say anything. I want them to come and give me a big hug.
All right. You know what? That's the first time in all the years that anybody's ever said that.
Yeah,
it's been a pleasure having you here, my
friend.
Man,
thanks for having
me.
Brad
Breckenridge. He's the guy for all your IV nutrition, supplemental sources, and getting better, feeling better. But remember, no cures, and results may vary.
Absolutely.
What? I love that. I may have to steal that one. You're going to take a couple of my lines. I'm going to take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Listen, everybody, in 30 minutes, the voice of 757.com on Scott, voice of 757.com. Yeah, that's the website. But the voice of 757, Cox Cable Channel 4 locally at 12:30 p.m. And then on Monday, just go to the Facebook page and you'll see the episode with Nikki Lozano. And go back and watch this guy because we've had a lot of fun. And down the line, hopefully in the near future, he'll have his own show talking about everything from health to whatever else he wants to do. Is politics or religion. If he wants to talk about that,
we're not touching that rail.
All right, there you go. No. All right, everybody, listen. Be kind to everybody. Why? We're all we have. We'll see you next week right here on Aaron's Hour, coast to coast, with yours truly. Thank you for watching, everybody. Make the rest of your day the best it could be. Thank you. We'll see you next time.